What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. So in today's video, I'm actually going to show you a Guaguanco independence exercise. Yeah, something crazy like that you could try on 3 congas. You already know what day it is. It's Tutorial Thursdays. Welcome to Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. Some of you already know that by now, but just had to welcome you to the channel. And I do hope that you enjoy these videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, find out whenever I upload. And I normally upload videos that you request. And to all my day ones, man, thank you so much for all the love, all the support, man. Sharing the videos, commenting, liking, doing everything you can to support this channel. And I don't know if you know, but every time you like a video or you comment on one of my videos, that actually helps me in regards to this YouTube algorithm, man. So it really does help. It shows that there's engagement between you and I, and that you are actually enjoying what I'm putting out. So seriously, thank you so much for all that you guys do. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you a Guaguanco independence exercise that you can try at home. This is really, I would say it's kind of tough, but I tried to break it down as simple as possible. And for the Guaguanco purists, please do not kill me. Again, this is an exercise. It's really meant to help you develop independence and develop kind of understanding where to move your hands, and really helps with your tones. So it doesn't sound very Guaguanco-ish with all that feel and sabor y sazón and all that stuff. It does not sound as much. It really sounds really straight through and kind of like monotoned, but it's really fun. I enjoy exercising with it. It really helps me kind of challenge my mind. But yeah, let me play it for you guys. Like I said, it can get kind of crazy, but you gotta love it. So as you see, there's a lot of moving parts, moving places, craziness. What is going on? I really do not know. But this will definitely help you, especially if you have 3 congas. You can try it on 2, especially when you're doing those 2 opens on this drum. And you can put them on your main drum, but I find it just a little bit difficult, or just not as melodic, or it just doesn't feel the same. But you can try it here. It's not that much of a change, but yeah, you could try it if you only have 2 drums. But in this case, I'm gonna show it on 3. And I highly recommend, before you try this, I'm gonna link it up here somewhere where I did a rumba clave exercise, which is what I'm actually doing with my dominant hand on the tumba to my dominant side. So I'll link that video, and I recommend you try to work on that one before trying to attempt this one. So to start the exercise, really to kind of get you flowing into this thing, I start with a close slap with my dominant hand on the tumba to my dominant side. Now I only do this when I'm actually starting the exercise, and I do kind of like a ghost note or a fingertip tap with my non-dominant hand here in the conga as I start the next part, which is going to be another close slap. So it's going to sound like this. And just as a reference, those are the first 2 hits in a rumba clave. So what I'm doing on the tumba is really the hits on the rumba clave every time I'm doing a close slap. So those are the first 2 hits on that rumba clave. So to put that together, it's gonna sound like this. Now, after doing that close slap with my dominant hand on the tumba to my dominant side, what I'm going to do with my non-dominant hand is I'm going to do a close slap. And after doing that close slap, I'm actually going to do an open on the tumba to my dominant side with my dominant hand. So it's going to sound like this. So to put that together, Now immediately after doing that open with my dominant hand on the tumba to my dominant side, and I'm talking about immediately, you are going to do a close slap with that dominant hand on the tumba to your dominant side. And what that's going to do is going to kind of help you transition to do an open here on the tumba to your non-dominant side with your non-dominant hand. So it's going to sound like this. So to put that together, are you hearing it now? It sounds kind of like getting there. Yeah, it's just doesn't sound there, but it's getting there. Now, what you're going to do is you're actually going to stay like this. You're not going to try to move anywhere. This hand always stays right here. But now you're here, and what you're going to do is you're going to do another close slap with your dominant hand on the tumba to your dominant side, and then you're going to do another open with your non-dominant hand to the tumba to your non-dominant side, and then another close slap with your dominant hand on the tumba to your dominant side. So it's going to sound like this. So to put that together, and if you hear it, you're basically done with the rumba clave part here with your dominant hand. It's kind of crazy. So we already did this. We already did that. See, listen to it. Crazy, right? But it's still not done. We actually have to finish it off doing that last tumba hit. And what's going to happen is right after doing that close slap with your dominant hand on the tumba to your dominant side, since your non-dominant hand is now coming from the tumba to your non-dominant side, what you're going to do is you're going to do a close slap on the conga, and then you're going to do an open with your dominant hand. So non-dominant hand, close slap, then an open. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but this is how it's gonna sound. Now to put it together, yeah, but we're not done. How are we going to start this over? And here comes the tricky part and why I don't start it off the bat this way, because it just kind of sounds confusing. Just sounds a lot better when you're gonna try to start it all over. So what I do is right after doing that last open on the tumba with my dominant hand, what I do is with my non-dominant hand, I do a slight ghost note. And what that ghost note's really gonna do is really a tap, but it's just gonna help me kind of like propel and move that momentum to do the next parts that I'm going to do with my non-dominant hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do 2 close slaps in between the slaps that I'm doing, those 2 close slaps that I'm doing on the tumba. So it's gonna sound like this. Remember how in the beginning, the way I did it was like this. I just did a ghost note. That was just to kind of get me into the exercise. Now I'm already in the exercise. I started it off and I want to add more feel. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 2 close slaps with my non-dominant hand in between those 2 first close slaps that I'm doing with my dominant hand. Craziness, right? But yeah, to kind of hear it, it sounds like this. And then you just go back to doing the same thing, which is another close slap with your non-dominant hand and then the open and the first 2 opens here. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy and confusing, but let me slow it down. I'm going to play it slowly, 1 whole cycle, going back to those, you know, just those first 2 close slaps here, the craziness part. But yeah, let me do it slowly for you guys. Could you guys see it? How we started the exercises versus how we're actually going to continue with the exercise. So the first is just to ease you in. The second is really to help you continue doing the exercise. But yeah, to play it all the way through, it's gonna sound like this. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy, but you gotta love these exercises. They challenge you. They really push your limits to like,
focus. What am I doing? I really don't know, but I'm gonna try.
That's why we do these type of practices, man. But to count it slowly for you guys is gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But alright, y'all, really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's somewhat different, maybe challenging for some of you guys, but this really does help develop independence, develop kind of getting comfortable around your set with your tones. There's a lot of changes, different kind of movements. And if you only have 2 drums, those 2 opens that you're doing here, just move them right here and it will help develop kind of that same thing, except you're not really extending, so you're missing that part, but still it will work out developing independence. But alright, y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.